Richardson and welcome to another film review. Today I'm reviewing one of Netflix's recent releases as a film, The Polka King, which stars Jack Black. Now, when I see Jack Black, I think comedy, effortless, fun and enjoyable. Not with this one. Nope. Not with Polker King. Where to start? Whether it's Jack's terrible Polish accent or the hammy acting from all of the actors throughout the cast, I couldn't suspend my disbelief. I mean, I know that with comedy, you can obviously push the boundaries and be a bit wacky and weird, but there needs to be a couple of characters that kind of have some realm of normality, which brings it together, because if everyone's a bit weird, it just seems like a world that can't possibly exist. And this did exist. This is a true story. And those that know me know I love a true story. Those that know me also know that I don't like a true story that isn't very truthful. This one, from what I gather, seems to be pretty close to the truth, which is great. Only it's a really interesting story, not very well told. That's the best way to describe it. I love Jack in things like High Fidelity, even School of Rock. He's a really, really good, gifted actor. And especially when you add music into the mix, that's where Jack comes into his own. Bit of acting, bit of music. Just don't give him a Polish accent. It seemed like he felt uncomfortable with it. It seemed like he wasn't really that committed to the accent, or that he'd struggled so much with it that they'd just gone, oh, do you know what? Just talk like this. It's almost like he never grasped the language. Again, I don't know necessarily what Jan Lewan, the character he's playing, was necessarily speaking like, which I probably should have looked at some videos before I did this. I'll do that now.
I am back here in my home and wanted to reflect on this great experience.
So his accent's not that bad. No, the accent's bad, but actually the intonation I had beef with, because he didn't seem to ever grasp English. So you have this moment where he's like, you want to invest? You want to invest? Oh, I make invest. Kind of like, okay, well, it's funny once, but that joke was done 750 times. And it's like, oh gosh, come on. Surely someone have said to him, you mean investment? Just say investment at some point during this guy's life. So Jan Lewan, or Jan Lewandowski, which is his Polish name, but he shortened it when he went to America and to chase the American dream. Very Polish guy, musician, Polka King. Literally, he was a pretty good musician. So much so that we find out actually later in the film that the album, one of the albums they come up with, got nominated for a Grammy. So, not bad at all. However, he wasn't very well off and did all sorts of menial jobs to try and make ends meet, and created a Ponzi scheme. And that's kind of what the film's about, is how this Ponzi scheme works. Ponzi scheme, hard to explain. Google it. I could explain it, but you've all got Google. And in all honesty, I did Google it. Google it. Google. So we created this Ponzi scheme. I won't go into too much detail because it will give away the story. But if you watch the trailer, you'll be like, this film looks really, really good. This seems really, really funny. That's because every joke in the first 23 minutes is in the trailer. So there's no initial first laugh. And actually, when I watched the trailer, I did laugh. And I didn't laugh once when I watched this film. And I think if I had not watched the trailer, I'd have probably got 23 minutes in and been enjoying it a little bit more. But as a whole, I really didn't enjoy it. I probably would have got lower marking than it's going to get if I hadn't taken that into account, because I did really enjoy the trailer. But as I say, it was just all of the funny bits of the first 23 minutes, and you can't do that with a film. You've got to leave some bits in there because it's not funny the second time. You know what's coming. Don't watch the trailer, I would say, and maybe watch it if you're into kind of Jack Black, because I wouldn't recommend watching this unless you are a Jack Black fan. If you're a Jack Black fan, then this is probably, that's kind of it. It's just one of them. It's not the most exciting, but it's all right. I watched it. Now, Jack Lewan, he has an American wife in it, and she's a pretty shit wife, but she's also a pretty shit actress, unfortunately. I mean, I don't know. I've not seen her in many other things, but she just doesn't come across very good in this. From the images that I've seen afterwards, because although I didn't listen to his voice, I did look at some images of what they look like. Jack Black and her do not look like these two characters at all. There seems to be, some discrepancies there, but hey-ho. So I thought, oh, she's not very good, but I bet she looks like her. She doesn't. She's not even got the same haircut. That is a bit of a weird one. However, her mum is actually really good in it. I would say she's probably the best thing in it. She's not quite real, but she's the closest thing to real, and kind of reminds me of a few people I know. I won't tell you too much about this this is a no spoiler trailer. Sometimes I spoil it. This time I'm not going to spoil it because some of you will want to watch this. It's 2 stars. Should I give it 2? No, I'm giving it 2. 2 stars. But if you like Jack Black, it'd probably be probably be about 3 stars. So there you go. That's been my review of The Polka King. It's fun-ish. Thanks for watching. I've been Marcus J. Richardson. Until next time, I'll see you soon.